Make sure you check out our new sponsor, the Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfellow One Boxing at 18% off of all their natural products from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for 18% off. We go. Danny Garcia said that Errol Spence isn't the number one welterweight, just off beating Mikey Garcia, and pretty much said that he don't really think he's the boogeyman anymore after Garcia went the full distance with him. Let's talk about it. We back. Goodfellow Sports TV. It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We in the building one time for the one time we grinding. Make sure that subscribe button, bell icon button. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, the Hellblaze, at thehealthblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellow One Boxing. Get you 18% off their 100% all natural products from lotion, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, deodorant, toothpaste, hair pomade, much, much more. Website promo code are in the description. And don't forget, we giving out giveaways through these next coming weeks. So ride with us. Hit the subscribe button, bell icon button so you get the notification. We're giving away on all live streams and a few of the videos. So pay attention. But pretty much Danny Garcia said on Fight Hub, and I got the article and manuscript highlighted on Fight Hub that, and I'll link the article in the description. I'll try to find the video, put the description as well. That, he felt that, Mikey didn't take a ton of damage versus Errol besides in the 10th round. And pretty much said Errol ain't the number one welterweight just off of beating Mikey Garcia. Said Mikey Garcia exposed Errol Spence for not being a boogeyman by going 12 with him. And said Mikey can bounce back because he didn't take that much damage. And he said you can't be the number one welterweight off of that. And we all knew that it was a lose-lose for Errol Spence in this fight. I think Errol Spence have got way more credit than I imagined off his victory versus Mikey Garcia. And that's just my humble opinion. We all knew this was a mismatch, but the fans really changed the narrative. People saying Errol was a simple fighter, basic, no head movement, couldn't box. The fans really made this fight more than what it should have been. A lot of these fighters should have credit not only Fox for doing an amazing job promoting the fight, even though $400,000 in the grand scheme of things ain't that good when you look at the overall picture of pay-per-view going back years to when it first started. But it was good for this era with piracy and stuff of that nature. But like I said before, basically Danny Garcia saying Mikey Garcia exposed Errol Spence for not being the boogeyman and not having the punching power that he was expected to have, and said he thinks that other welterweights are not going to be afraid or too worried about fighting Errol no more. I think they feel like Errol ain't the big and bad guy that they thought he was. Even though, for Triple G to make the comparison or analogy, people got brave after Kell Brooks stood up to Triple G and exposed him with a few combination punches and tagged him and made his face red. That opened the door for Danny Garcia to get brave. Danny Jacobs to get brave. It opened the door for Canelo Alvarez to get brave, right? That's what people think. That's the conspiracy theory what people had. And I think that's the theory that I do believe. I think that is this for Errol Spence. With Mikey going a full distance for him, Mikey not visibly hurt to a lot of people. Mikey didn't get dropped. Mikey didn't get stopped. I think people are going to see he couldn't do nothing with a lightweight or a junior welterweight, whatever you want to categorize him as. I think I can get in there. If I can get past his power, there are some holes there in Errol Spence's game. And I do think people are thinking like that, and other fighters are thinking like that he ain't that big, he ain't that bad, he ain't that powerful. And Danny Garcia is pretty much saying that Errol Spence was exposed by Mikey Garcia for being fraudulent, boogeyman, and that he ain't that powerful or he ain't that strong of a fighter. And could fighters look at it that way? Absolutely, fighters could look at it that way. They were looking for a chink in Errol Spence's armor. They couldn't find it. They believed that his power was almighty, like it was being promoted, like it was being represented. Just like Gennady Golovkin. I keep hating to make the comparison. I did a video that I said Errol Spence and Golovkin do have some similarities. It was more into their skill level, and I kind of broke it down with their footwork. But with the Kell Brook and Golovkin fight was a great comparison for Mikey and Errol Spence fight. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you that this can be that for a lot of the welterweights and being brave. Danny Jacobs said, I thought going into the Golovkin fight, he had extraterrestrial power. I was looking for this hard-hitting monster. And it wasn't that. He believed the hype. And fighters are only human. They have emotions. They have fears. They have ups and downs, happy times and bad times like the rest of us. They piss and shit like the rest of us. You know what I'm saying? And they believe the hype like the rest of us believe the hype. Danny Jacobs confirmed that. Plenty of fighters over the time when their career's over with, they confirmed that. So these welterweights really was scared shitless of Errol Spence's power, his relentlessness, knowing what he done to Adrian Broner in the gym, believing he knocking out middleweights like heavyweights and heavyweights in the gym. All this stuff, they believe the hype. They believe the hype. And maybe they thought the hype was factual and they wanted to maximize their earning potential fighting Errol Spence. You see what I'm saying? They want to maximize their earning potential and let him build himself up, fighting Mikey Garcia, the money worth it, then I hop in with him. But really another thing that these guys try to do is wait till you get exposed. The reason why a lot of these champions or these top fighters don't want to fight another elite fighter is because they don't have a blueprint. And once you fight long enough, once you take enough risks, or once the 15th fighter in the division might fight you and he might expose something, then guys get brave when they see a chink in your armor. Instead of them coming to the buffet and fixing them, being the first to fix the plate while their food is hot, they want to wait and let a couple other people try the food and see how the food is at the buffet. And when the food is good, let me go try the food. Now, I seen Johnny, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike try the food. Now, let me go try the food. That's how boxers think. Boxers think methodical. They think like sissies, to be honest. Nobody want to be the innovator, be the first to beat Errol Spence, or be the first to put the blueprint on how to beat Errol Spence. They want to see him get beat up a little bit. That's what Andre Berto said. Oh, we just want to see Errol Spence pay his dues in the interview. That's what we see Danny Garcia say. Is Errol Spence going to be this ambitious? Is he going to be this driven after he been in the game for a few years, because the game will wear you down? Valid question, you know. And now that Errol Spence is now, a little Mikey exposed that he ain't that big a powerful puncher, and they might think Lamont Peterson exposed this and Kell Brooks exposed this. Now these chinks in his armor are now being strung together. Now I think fighters believe they can beat him. You see Pacquiao saying that he ain't that big a puncher. You see Danny Garcia saying, he overrated. I think Mikey, I'm paraphrasing, I'm just saying, pretty much translate what he said. Oh, Mikey showed that he ain't this big and this bad. Then at the end of the day, I'm looking forward to these dudes pulling his whole card. Okay, I really am. I'm looking forward to these dudes 100% pulling Errol Spence's whole card. I'm looking forward to people to build off of this, what Mikey done, build off what Kell Brook done, build off what Lamont Peterson done, build off of it and put a game plan together and expose Errol Spence. That's what it is, And this is why big fights don't happen right away, because a lot of people want these guys to be banged up, go through the ringer a little bit, get wore down, slow down, get some of that young energy down, and then they want to drag you, make sure you get beat up and wore out a little bit. Then they want to jump on and beat you. Or when somebody exposed the flaw in you, then they want to really expose the flaw and rip it open. And they got the athletic talent and the boxing skills to carry out a game plan. They want somebody pretty much to beat up on the fight, beat up on this fighter, expose some niche in his armor, and then they come up and they benefit from somebody else laying the blueprint, exposing the holes and chinks in their armor, and taking advantage of they've been beat up. They're not as fresh as they used to be. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to take advantage of that. And that's what the game is. That's one of the reasons why a lot of these upper echelon elite fights don't happen, because they want to see some of these dudes that seem unstoppable, that seem like they got a full head of steam, go through the ringer, fight a few contenders, a contender expose their flaw. They start to slow down a little bit. They're not as young and spry and got the juice in their leg anymore. And then they want to jump in and benefit and expose and kind of take advantage of some of the flaws and the wear and tear on their body. And that's just how these fighters think. These fighters don't want to be the first, the innovator, the best, or I say I laid the groundwork and the blueprint, I beat them. They want to see somebody else expose a chink in their armor, somebody else expose them and exploit their weaknesses, and then they want to jump in and take all the benefits from it. But that's just the game we live in. But Danny Garcia might be right. I think the Mikey Garcia fight made some welterweights. I think they made some welterweights. Get some. Get the fear out their chest. Made them brave and want to get in there with Errol Spence. But it's Goodfellas Sports TV. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm gonna be dropping some more videos as well. early in the morning, so pay attention. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, or video request. In addition to that, continue to share the videos. Most definitely, it's the best way to help. If you want to make a donation, that link's in the description. Continue to check out our sponsor, The Hellblades, at thehellblades.com. Promo code GoodFella1Boxing. Get you 18% off the 100% all natural products. Check them out. Website, promo code in the description. Goodfella Sports TV, one time for the one time. It's your boy CJ Goodfella.